Welcome to Yegs and Bacon, a production of Submed Industries.
Yegs and Bacon, gonna see what's shaking, cause there ain't no faking here on Yegs and Bacon. Yegs and Bacon.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Brandon.
I'm Danica.
Thank you all for joining us today. Mondays, of course, are always our pop culture and comics news show. So lots to talk about and nothing to talk about, really.
Yep.
Because on no worries. Because on Thursday we kind of went
I
over
didn't say anything.
the main bits
Yeah, I didn't say sorry.
of our biggest
And you
thing.
were like, no worries. Hello, we have Kevin. Hello. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend.
That intro song is by local wonderkins, Apocalypse Cow. They are absolutely wonderful, and when we commissioned them to do the song, they were all too pleased to do it, and we were very happy and excited with the results that came in. Very cool.
Yay. Hi, Brandy.
Hey.
I'm glad you could make it out. I think I heard your first shot kind of wore you out, so I hope you're getting some rest.
Mm-hmm. We're going to get our shots maybe in the summer, probably September.
I thought like June.
Yeah, the timelines in Canada are a lot weirder because we don't actually manufacture anything here.
No, we have to wait for it to ship.
We don't have any places that do it.
So, yeah, a lot of our friends are probably going to get it in the next month or two, which is good. And a lot of folks' parents have already started getting it, which is very good. So we will see.
I like that. The Fauci ouchie.
I love that.
Staying safe by getting the old Fauci ouchie.
There you go.
I love it. So right up the top, we are going to talk about in quick detail and sober detail.
Yes.
The move that Marvel made on Thursday, moving their direct market distribution over to Penguin from Diamond.
Yes.
So the things that you need to know about that, the important bits. Diamond is no longer going to be the main source to get Marvel Comics as of October. They will still carry it, but as a wholesaler. And they do that for a lot of things like Viz and whatnot. It's the product in the back catalog, a lot of it from other publishers that we get a terrible discount off of. So if you want to keep with Diamond for your Marvel product, you too can get a terrible discount on your product.
Hooray.
Yay. What else is the move doing?
Well, not much. I mean, like singles are moving over. Graphics, well, Marvel's been with Hush Shot for like 10 years, so that's not changing. Okay, this is a trick question somehow.
No, it's not. It's just sort of like other details that people are concerned about. Like, what does it mean for us, really?
Oh, it means nothing for us because we're already with Penguin, and we are awesome and we love Penguin. So it literally means nothing except where our orders will shift, which is also why they created a new retailer portal, which is great and I love it. And so they'll have a specific page for single issues at some point, probably in the summer, I guess.
Yeah. For
final order cutoff dates and whatnot. And they're also pretty great people, the couple folks that we've been dealing with. So I can say, I'm going to mass generalize and say everybody at Penguin Random House is super nice.
Yeah.
Probably.
And they seem very committed and knowledgeable that this is a very different product base, a lot flimsier.
Yes. So they're going to make special boxes for the special boys.
Special boxes for the special boys. Special warehouse for the special boys.
Yes, you get your own fancy warehouse.
They will ship out of one warehouse that will not do any of the graphic novel content so that only the single issues ship in these special boy boxes.
Yes. So all of the grumpy retailers need to stop complaining because you'll have less damages and you should shut your old pie holes.
I loved how a lot of the FAQ was just like, look, so Marvel has told us that you are cantankerous AF. And the product that you want is flimsy AF, but you want it in the best condition at all possible. So we will, and we'll even go as too far to blame us on what the printer does.
Mhm.
They didn't say that last part, but it's what we do. Yeah, I've had no problems with Penguin Random House. Whenever we have a damage dispute, we send it off to them. They turn it around. Shipping to Canada is going to be a huge thing for us because Penguin Random House, we don't have to pay for shipping.
Yes. And so whatever diamond discount we will lose on our Marvel side, it equals out pretty much into that free shipping. So it's I don't know, it's a win-win.
That's
it's
good.
even. Like it doesn't I can't think of the phrase right now, and
Like-
I suddenly got very tired.
Like on the first, like on the farthest end, we'll be saving up to 6% each shipment
Mhm.
on like the worst. I meant to
That's-
say worse than first.
It's a lot of money.
On the worst shipping
Especially
days. Yeah.
for a business. Think of that, 6% every week for the
Mhm.
rest of our lives, which will hopefully be as long as the business. I don't know. I don't want to die in the store.
No. Now, hopefully what this will mean
Yep.
is Diamond gets their act together and figures out what they can do to serve the remaining clients that they have, which would be a lot of the smaller publishers.
Yes, and they need to invest in those publishers so they become bigger publishers.
Mhm.
But I am concerned that they are not going to do that. I'm concerned they're going to double down, dig in their heels, and be dicks about it, like
Exactly.
with DC.
Yeah.
And it's really only going to hurt publishers. And then, of course, retailers and then customers. But publishers need to be taken care of as well. We don't have that role, although we have good relationships with a lot of publishers because they're super nice people. But they also need to be taken care of by distributors.
Absolutely. And so I'm hoping that that's a pivot that is made with Diamond. We'll see. But like over the past years, don't trust them. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them.
I mean, we've had we've had 6 years of experience with Diamond. You've had over 15.
Yeah.
The society as a whole has had them for what, like 30, 40 years. So their past behavior going forward makes me assume that they will be cantankerous AF.
Yeah, like they've had a monopoly for about 24 years,
Yeah.
basically.
You get used to that.
Yeah,
You
good
get
times.
lazy.
And they did. They got real lazy.
Yep.
Brandy says, I have been very happy with Penguin Random House. Brandon, since I opened an account a year ago, us too. And Simone says, and now Health Canada may put the AstraZeneca on hold because of blood clots. If I remember, I got a notification about that. A vaccine not recommended for those under 55, says NACI.
Oh, cool. I mean, not cool. Sorry, the notification was cool.
Yeah.
I responded to that in the incorrect manner.
Chill, chill, chill.
Chill. Yeah, for being under 55.
I know that the risk is far lesser than potentially contracting COVID and dying.
Yes.
So that's what people were saying is just like, look, like, yeah, it could happen, but also you could die otherwise.
Yeah. So do you die from a blood clot or die from COVID? It's super fun being a millennial, everyone. Super fun.
I love it.
Our generation has been rewarded in all factors.
Yeah. We're gonna get through everything real super dope.
Have you ever just felt like generationally tired? Like everybody you know that's under 40, because that's the older millennials, is tired.
So sleepers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Absolutely. All right. Well, do you have anything else on tap?
Yeah, I have some news. Shane's here. Hey, buddy.
It is true. At least weed is legal here in Canada, and that's what's keeping me going.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do.
For me, it's been Wobbly Pop and Adult Grape Juice, as seen on Thursday's show.
Yes. All right. I did just want to mention that the super rad Suicide Squad trailer came out.
Oh my god!
Like yesterday? No, a couple days ago. I don't even know. Recently.
I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, it came out on Friday.
It came out on Friday. I'm so sorry.
I remember this because I watched it here and you watched it at the store.
Right, and I watched it at the store and I was like, oh my gosh, I will probably want to see that.
Yeah, I'm super excited for checks notes, a Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah, right. Also, Sylvester Stallone plays King Shark, and I'm just like, Did Gail Simone have control of this hand? I love it. So if you haven't seen it, check out, because it's the Red Band trailer. So lots of swears, lots of mentions of eating of dicks and all that jazz. It's really funny and I like it. And it's going to be weird and funny and violent and gross. And I think I'm in for that. I really do.
I would eat a beach full of dicks for liberty.
For liberty. I'm so excited. So happy about that.
And Brandy is right. Peter effing Capaldi. That was also super cool. There was so much in there.
I still can't believe all that casting. There's so many people in there that are like, would I like to be in a Suicide Squad movie? Do you have to ask me twice? And then they're there. It's great. And then John Cena's character is going to have his TV show.
Yeah.
Peacemaker. Also, John Cena. Like, he's just a great dude. So it's wild. And like Idris Elba, he's just like, yes, I am extremely British and handsome. I would love to be in your Suicide Squad film. Because they say that.
They do say it like that. Film.
Anyway, so it'll be out in theaters in August. Fingers crossed we can go to theaters in August, but with our local government, who the F knows? You can it'll be in the US on HBO Max for 31 days from theatrical release, but Canada, I don't know.
Yeah, it'll probably be what we've dealt with before, which is anything made specifically for HBO Max is day and date. Anything that's not, we have to rent it through other digital means, basically.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with spending money on this one. I think this is super fun. And I probably, because theaters are still doing this, I probably would get some theater popcorn.
Get it. Well, we could pick it up.
Yeah, like we could legit walk over to West Edmonton Mall, the horror show that is the mall, but also just go through the mall and get popcorn. Anyway, I'm super excited about that. I hope you are too. I don't know if it'll be great. I don't really care right now because it gives me something to look forward to. And in the last couple of years, that's felt really good. Right. Shane says, I love the trailer. I'm super hyped for it. Is it the Deadpool of the DCU? I mean, it's kind of a team of Deadpools, except they don't know their meta. They don't. But yes, the sense of humor, absolutely.
All gonna die.
There's so many people gonna die. The tagline is "Don't get attached," which love it. And to take a very weird turn, but still in DC. Oh yeah, that's a good one. We'll talk about that one last because it's awesome. There's going to be a collection of Dwayne McDuffie stories reprinted. So he's going to have a nice big hardcover coming out in December.
I love that.
Yeah. So was an amazing dude, an amazing comics person. So some of the things that will be in here is like Action Comics 847, Batman Gotham Knights number 27. So it's like, it's a lot of stuff he worked on, and it's really just a celebration of Dwayne McDuffie.
Yeah, and it's perfect timing because Milestone Comics is coming back, a company that he co-founded. Most people would know him as a person who worked on a lot of the DC animated series stuff, including Static Shock, which is a Milestone character. And yeah, he's just an absolutely awesome writer. He is man, I'll try and get the pitch up. Dwayne McDuffie Marvel pitch.
Oh, yeah. And while you're doing that, so I'll just read part of the article I found from Games Radar. The Falcon and Winter Soldier recently introduced the character Battlestar, a comic book character that Marvel sought McDuffie's input from during his creation. And in DC's Justice League title, the new character Naomi has just joined the team. She's also getting her own HBO Max series. Naomi's last name is McDuffie, in honor of Dwayne.
I love it. So I'm pulling up a pitch document that Dwayne McDuffie sent to Marvel while he was working for them in 1989. For context, Tom Brevoort of Dwayne McDuffie says, Dwayne was probably the smartest person working on staff when I started as an office intern in 1989, a very gregarious and fun-loving person. Dwayne was far more plugged into questions on race and representation than anyone else in Marvel in those days, and that caused him to butt up against people when he saw something being done that he thought was ill-informed or just plain wrong. He was never shy about expressing his opinion, and he was deadly with a quip and a sharp line. Because he wasn't happy with the way that characters who looked like him were depicted in comics, Dwayne worked on trying to create better representation for people of all kinds in his work. That most notably took the form of his launch of Milestone Media, distributed by DC, where he and his collaborators created an assortment of characters, the best known of whom today is probably Static. And then he says, I saved the mock pitch that he wrote up after not one, but two black skateboard riding characters were suddenly parading around the Marvel Universe at the same time. It was featured years later in a museum exhibit dedicated to the depiction of characters of color in comics. Dwayne McDuffie's proposal for a new series, which he has titled Teenage Negro Ninja Thrashers. And he says, in the past year, 25% of all African-American superheroes appearing in the Marvel Universe possessed skateboard-based superpowers. In an attempt to remain on the cutting edge of comics, I hereby propose a new series that will fully exploit this exciting new trend, Teenage Negro Ninja Thrashers. When a group of teenage Negroes find cosmic-powered skateboards, their lives are forever changed. A team of distinct characters join together, swearing an oath to use their powers of good. Rocket Racer, a black guy on a skateboard. Night Thrasher, a black guy on a skateboard. Dark Wheelie, a black guy on a skateboard. And their leader, the mysterious black guy on a skateboard, known only as that mysterious black guy on a skateboard. This is a surefire hit that contains all of these popular elements. Circa 1974 clothing and hairstyles. Bizarre speech patterns unrecognizable by any member of any culture on the planet. A smart white friend to help them out of trouble that they get into. They're heroes who could be you. Brackets, if you're black, we mean. Another one. They're on skateboards. They have an attractive white female friend to calm them down when they get too excited. Face it, Pilgrim, this one's got it all. And then he ends it with, have I made my point? Dude is awesome.
Yeah.
Dude was awesome.
An amazing person.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. A force for good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. And you've got one more thing to report?
I've got several things to report.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yay, I'm excited. Give me some news.
Well, they finally put up the window for Black Widow, which we haven't talked about.
The window?
The window.
Oh, the release window.
The release window.
Oh.
They've pushed back Black Widow's release to July 9th and have confirmed that they will be doing part theater release, part Disney Plus release.
Okay, good.
So there was a big question as to like when that stuff was going to happen. It also means that they've pushed some other stuff back on the calendar. As it looks like Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is pushing to September 3rd, Eternals on November 5th, and Spider-Man 3 No Way Home on December 17th. It's a smooshy schedule. It's 4.
Wow, that is a lot of Marvel.
Yeah. So all of that's going to happen. From the sounds of it, they're going to see what exactly they'll want to do on Disney Plus and what they can do just in theaters. I personally like having access from home. It's very nice.
Yes, and it makes me feel safe.
Exactly. And we can go and get theater popcorn.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I definitely support the fact that theaters are still selling their horrible buttery popcorn that I love so much.
Mm-hmm. Make me hurt. Theater daddies.
It's not real butter though, so it does not hurt me.
Uh,
It's like butter.
it's butter. Another thing that I want to talk about
Right. Scholastic.
on this weekend, and what reminded me was something gross, was I was looking
Oh.
for items to talk about. Went to CBR, and one of their big headlines was discontinued book goes for astronomical rates on eBay.
People are dumb.
So on Saturday, we got a message from Scholastic saying, with the full support of Dave Pelkey, who you will know as the creator behind Captain Underpants and Jogman, amongst a lot of other things, Scholastic has halted distribution of the 2011 book, The Adventures of Ook and Glug. Together, we recognize that this book perpetuates passive racism. We are deeply sorry for this serious mistake. Scholastic has removed the book from our websites and stopped fulfillment of any orders domestically and abroad. We have changed our metadata feeds to reflect that this book is no longer in print. Below are the ISBNs affected. So that's for us. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, that was a book that came out during sort of Captain Underpants era, supposedly written and drawn by the two young characters in the Captain Underpants series. And yes, it does feature a fair amount of passive racism. So good on all of these folks for making the decision themselves to remove this from the market so as to not continually perpetuate such things. Because as we've all either become more aware of lately or have sort of been gradually learning about, passive racism is how we get to points where there is larger bits of violence and trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because once you allow the passive racism, it gets into microaggressions, and then it is allowed to flourish and grow and get to where we are now, unfortunately.
Yeah, especially when passive racism is the base level. Then you're starting from a flawed place, and then it's far more easy to escalate and not confront.
Yep, absolutely.
And my final bit, which I believe I will just do a screen share for because it is more, I was going to say text-based. That's not true. Picture-based. There, it's popped up. Cool.
There we go.
Vault, one of our absolutely favorite publishers, is announcing a cover artists in resident variant program. So it's taking a small handful of folks who have done incredible work for them and others, and essentially giving them contracts, guaranteed work for certain areas of time. So featuring art from Yoshitana, as you can see over to the side here, with Witchblood. Martin Simmons,
which comes out this week, by the way. I'm super excited for that one.
Heck yeah. Martin Simmons, who does the Department of Truth, who does the autumnal cover here.
Yeah, that was a big hit for us.
Joshua Higston, who draws the plot. Corin Powell, who does Red Dark, which we'll scroll down and see. And Jen Hickman, who does Test. The program will see these artists drawing open order variants for the entire run of the Vault series of their choosing.
That is so cool.
So Witchblood will always have Yoshitana variant cover, open to order, baby. Yeah,
that's, I think one of the best parts. There's a lot of best parts, but giving everybody the availability to buy these basically works of art. I know a lot of people have issues with variant covers, and we do too, to some extent. But when it's like a cover A and a B, I am more than happy.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the Finger Guns is a Jen Hickman. I don't think they've got a Corin Howell on here, but as Vault is saying here, in comics, we want to be judged by our covers, said Vault co-founder and editor-in-chief Adrian Wassel. So they basically picked some of their top-tier cover artists and made a commitment to them and to the comics world. And I think that's a really, really cool thing to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta take care of everybody in the link. It's a chain. We're not islands.
Exactly.
We all work together.
All right, folks, that's going to wrap us up for this week's episode of Yegs and Bacon. We do want to announce what we'll be watching this week.
Right. Yes.
Because on the show, we always talk about a movie that you can watch for free on an outfit called Tubi.
TUBI.
Exactly. So all you need is some internet and something to watch it on. So as low a barrier as possible for folks getting their hands on this stuff in a legal format. We found a wild one this week.
Yes.
And we'll be talking about it Thursday, 9-10 p.m.
Yes. So we like to announce what we're watching on Monday so that if you'd like to join the discussion on Thursday, you have time to watch a fun, silly movie, sort of vicariously with us. So the one I chose today is from 2017. It is called Bad Grandmas.
It looks so wild.
I am super psyched about this. So I'll read the plot and then I'm going to tell you who's in it because it's going to blow your mind. An octogenarian who faces losing her home and her pals accidentally kill a con man. And when the crook's partner shows up, things quickly go south. So firstly, even before the cast, I'm like, all right, there's hijinks, there's shenanigans, and there's women of a certain age, so to speak. Love it. It stars Florence Henderson and Pam Grier. I love this. So it's going to happen today because I'm so excited to see this. So, yay! So we'll talk about our feelings on Thursday at 9:10.
Our feelings on the movie and maybe also our feelings.
We usually end up talking about our feelings.
Yeah.
Whether you want it or not. But yes, if this sounds interesting and fun to you, definitely check out Tubi. It's if you go on a computer, it's tubitv.com. There's if you have like an Apple TV like we do, because we live in a society, there's a Tubi app.
Yep.
So yeah, it's all there.
And as always, on Tuesday, you will be able to see us on 8-10 p.m. Doing our weekly new releases show. That's when we're going to talk to you all about the cool new things that are coming out. We'll hold them up, show them to you, and just be like, this is going to be rad.
Like Witchblood. We'll get to read Witchblood #1 tomorrow.
Exactly. Super excited about that. And so join us for those things. Thank you all for hanging out with us this afternoon. It's very appreciated. And we will talk to all of you at some point in the future.